Hey guys, it's Mike coming at you with a Summit gameplay with the MPL. Really like this gun. It's nice and rapid fire. Yeah, rapid fire gets the job done. And right there, I lay down a claymore to stop their flank, and yeah, so none of them get through to our team. Right there, you see that works. And this guy, I don't know what happened there. I thought I had him. Well, that's okay. So I'm gonna get on topic about Black Ops 2, and I want to talk about the campaign first because that seems really interesting. Because you can apparently alter the ending of the game, like the decisions and things you choose to do will affect the outcome of the game or mission. Like, for example, let's say if the objective was to save the president or whatever, and let's just say he died, that would give you the bad ending to the mission, or even the game, and that could cause a lot of controversy because you wouldn't know which ending is true. Like in some games like Metal Gear Solid where you have to save the girl or whatever, people didn't know which ending was canon until 3 games later. But it's another little interesting thing. I want to talk about zombies because that seems really interesting, because you're going to be able to have 8 people in a game, and here's a funny thing. For example, you know how in Verrückt you have I keep saying but on Verrückt you have your whole team and whatever, and then you're separated from them, and that's going to be really interesting because what if they do that again, except with the 4v4, you start off with 2 randoms and you or something, and you and a bunch of randoms on one side, and maybe your teammates and some other randoms, and you have to regroup, and then once you regroup, you can just forget about each other, because I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know if there's going to be ways to screw your other team over, because let's just say you could activate a trap on them and get them stuck. Now that would be awesome. So yeah, zombies is gonna look really awesome in Black Ops 2, even though they haven't really showed us much gameplay, but they're usually gonna show something like that a little bit before the release of the game. So I want to talk about myself right now because I haven't really been able to introduce myself to this channel. So my name is Mike. I am from Rhode Island. Not going to get too much into detail about that. Going to start high school next year. May seem really young to you guys, but I don't know. So 8th grade this year, I don't know. So I want to tell you a life story. So, alright, in 7th grade actually, I was going through my classes and whatever, and one day they just tell me, hey, go to the main office or whatever, because they have a message for you, and then they're like, hey, your dad's gonna pick you up and stuff. So yeah, I was like, okay, because that day I was actually looking forward to just playing some Call of Duty, when I got home, just have a good old time with my friends and whatever. But that's not really what turned out. It turned out that they didn't tell me this, but I would be getting evicted from my house, and this is kind of a weird thing. It doesn't happen that often. Well, I don't know if people here have experienced it. Man, this is something you don't want to go through, because basically I didn't get my dad knew the guys who are part of that company or whatever, so they were able to my dad was able to get some of my stuff, and I'd be living with him and my step-mom and sisters. I have 2 stepsisters. They're both very good young ladies. One just got out of high school, and the other is in college right now. So they're coming along very nicely. But basically, my stepmom was just a bitch. It was just a living hell living there. Just that, I swear she was on her period, every other day or something. This got to the point where, So me and my father had to leave the house and kind of got kicked out of the house, but that's a little too personal to go into. But eventually that year, I would actually go back to living with my mom, who, we live in an apartment right now. It's alright, it's a little small, but I can get used to it. And, yeah, everything's okay right now. And then, this totally affected my, academics, because, I don't know, in the middle of it, like, normally I can get through classes with, like, a B or C or something without trying, but man, I just started, like, bombing math class like no other. So, yeah. So, that really hurt me, and, I don't know. Looks like this gameplay is gonna wrap up, so I'll talk to you guys later.